Ever wondered how ancient Egyptians built the pyramids, these massive monuments that have stood for thousands of years? Let's take a journey back in time and uncover the incredible engineering behind these wonders. It all started with the stones. Most of the pyramids are made from limestone, quarried from nearby sites. Workers used copper chisels and saws, along with wooden wedges, to cut huge blocks out of the bedrock. Imagine this. They would wet the wooden wedges, causing them to expand and split the rock along a straight line. It was a slow, painstaking process, but incredibly effective. For the outer casing, which gave the pyramids their smooth, white appearance, they used a finer, more polished limestone from Tura, across the Nile River. And for the inner chambers, they often used granite, a much harder stone, brought all the way from Aswan, hundreds of miles to the south. So how did they move these massive blocks, some weighing several tons? The stones were loaded onto wooden sleds. To make it easier to drag these heavy sleds across the desert sand, workers would pour water in front of them. This reduced friction and made the task manageable. For stones coming from farther away, like the granite from Aswan, they used barges to float them down the Nile River, especially during the annual flood season when the water levels were high. Now for the biggest mystery. How did they lift the stones to the very top? While we don't have a definitive answer, the most widely accepted theory involves ramps. They likely built enormous ramps made of mud brick and rubble. There are different ideas about the ramp's design. It could have been a single, long, straight ramp, a spiral ramp winding around the pyramid, or even a combination of internal and external ramps. As the pyramid grew taller, the ramp was extended. Teams of workers would then pull the sleds carrying the stone blocks up these ramps using ropes. Once at the top, the stones were put into place with astonishing precision. The final layer was the smooth, polished casing stones, which would have made the pyramids gleam in the sun. At the very peak, they placed a capstone, possibly covered in gold or electrum. Over the centuries, most of these casing stones have been stripped away, revealing the stepped core we see today. But the core structure remains, a testament to the ingenuity, organization, and sheer manpower of the ancient Egyptians. It wasn't aliens. It was human brilliance. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by ancient history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing stories from the past. See you next time.